What's up, guys? I am back. Today we're going to be looking at some Town Hall 9 content. You have low level heroes, this attack is for you. Let's check it out. It's time to clock in. Alright, so we're going to look at attacks on the current war today. I have a few Town Hall 9 accounts with low level heroes, and I just use them for fillers in war when we don't have enough people to fill out the roster. So, and I only have this one attack build for them. I only have lava hounds. I only have my loons upgraded, but heroes are level 8, level 9. That's it. So, and I've been having some really good success hitting really good bases. Well, not maxed out Town Hall 9s for sure, but you know, decent bases that if you have low level heroes, you'll probably be seeing those types of bases in your war. So to start off, we're gonna take a look at number 11. Let's scout it first, see what we're looking at. So standard, you know, Town Hall 9 base defenses are maxed, heroes are quite a bit higher than mine. So let's take a look at how I'm going to attack this base. So the first thing you want to do when you're doing this attack is pull the CC. As you can see, I just went ahead and sent out a few loons to pull the CC, and there you can see I wasn't quite sure if I got them all, so I went ahead and sent out 3 more, but it did look like I got all the wizards out of that CC. So now, the main point of using your heroes, the only thing you need to do with them is kill the CC. So you don't have to worry about the queen, you don't have to worry about anything else, just kill the CC with your heroes and then start your attack. So what you want to do is you send in your lava hounds, and with a rotational deployment, about 3 loons per defense, you just kind of put them behind each of your lava hounds. So you want to have 1 max lava hound in the CC, and when you do that, those hounds, the level 4 hounds at Town Hall 9, they are super tanky, so they can sit there and stay up for a long time. The spells, you're going to have 4 rages and 1 poison. You're really just going to balls to the wall and try to take out the base as fast as possible. So you're not going to slow, you're going to drop your raises on the biggest groups of defenses, and we're going to take a look at a bunch of examples. But if you see here, the queen went down and tons of lava pups left, so they're going to take the rest of this base, and let's just go ahead and fast forward. So the key to taking out the queen on this with this attack is to bring a max skeleton spell. The max skeleton spell will, if there's not a lot of defenses around her, will get her down by itself, but if there are other defenses, especially splash damage, it will cause enough of a distraction to let your lava pups or lava pups take them out. So next we're going to look at number 10. And let's see here. So again, you know, good base, grounded bows, not the best. When I deployed the loons here, I wasn't looking at that blower, so that was kind of a pull fail here on my part. So again, I'm bringing 30 balloons. I'm sending 3 in to pull the CC. Of course, that didn't work out this time, so I'm going to go ahead and use a rage to get them in there. I know it's kind of a waste. Haste spell in this case might have been better if I was doing something like that, but I did get a lot of value. I pulled 2 air traps and dropped an air defense, so actually played out pretty well. Again, so I'm dropping my heroes on the bottom, and since nothing came out of the CC, I assume there's a hound in there, so I just started my deployment. And you can see I'm dropping in the hounds, dropping in the loons behind them, big wide deployment, 3 loons per defense, and I'm just gonna rage on the inside. And you see I dropped the poison and the skeleton spell on the queen, and she already went down. So drop the last rage. My queen and king are still up. I've dropped almost all the defenses, and then I'm going to sprinkle in about 5 minions in to clean up. And that's it. This base is gone. This attack has been killer. It's kind of like a queen pop, but you're not taking out an air defense with lightning. You're not really focused on getting an air defense with your heroes. Again, you just want to, all you want to do is take out the clan castle and with your heroes, and then just send in your hounds. So again, I'm going to pull, and this is going to be kind of a fail, I think. I don't think I get the pull on this one. I thought I would have, because I checked it out beforehand and scouted. So I just thought there was a hound in the CC at this point. So I just deploy my heroes near a wizard tower, because wizard towers are your biggest, your biggest enemies to groups of loons. So I deployed it at a wizard tower on the far side of my attack, because that's when they usually take you out, on the far side. And little did I know, there was CC troops, so I dropped the poison on him as soon as the hound pulled him, and then I dropped that skeleton spell on the queen. So again, and it actually, it works out. I actually kill the CC, luckily, with my rage lava pups, and then I'm just dropping rages in the core, and those rages are just going to take out the rest of the space. So at this point, there's only a couple archer towers that can hurt me, and there's plenty of time for my loons to get around and take everything out. So this one was kind of a little bit lucky because of the failed CC pull, but it worked out and I got it down, got it done. So like I said, this attack is really, really good if you have low level heroes and you need something to, this is probably the first attack if you're coming from Town Hall 8 that I would build for. That's what I did on my 4 filler accounts. So let's take a look at the most recent war that has completed. And we'll be able to take a look at a few more of these. So go number 14. Alright, so this is a pretty low level base, but again, the same rules apply. Drop your loons in. Pull the CC. This was dragon minions, so drop your heroes. Heroes are going to take out the CC troops like always. This I put some minions on the corners just to take out those storages, because I didn't want them left up at the end of the battle. So king goes down, queen's going to finish off that dragon with her ability, and then you're just going to start putting in your lava hounds. So when you're looking at where to come from, typically you want to try to get it to where the blower's not directly facing you. That's why I came from the right side, to kind of rotate around the one blower and come up on the back side of the other. Here I dropped a skeleton spell on the queen, and she's down. And then I have plenty of hounds to finish off tanking. Of course, this one was a really easy base, but again, when you're working with a whole group of people that have low level heroes, this is kind of the bases you're going to be coming up against, so it's still valid. Yeah, that base is done for. Queen's still up. Ton of loons left. It was a no-brainer. Next we're going to look at 13. This has been really kind of fun working with these attacks. I try not to have them in the war too often unless I really have to, but so I pulled the CC there. Just spamming out a bunch of lava loon attacks all in a night. Getting like 6 to 8 in is kind of fun, especially since, you know, I'm Town Hall 11. I don't usually see 3 stars often, so seeing stuff like this is a lot of fun. So again, this is kind of a new Town Hall 9, so take out the CC troops. You got your queen still left. She's going to try to get an air defense. And here I decided just to start on the small air defense just because of the way that blower was facing. When you drop your rages, you really want to focus on a large group of defenses. As you can see, like the blower, the Tesla, the air defense, the cannon, you want to drop your rages in places where there are a lot of defenses so you can get the most bang for your buck. You don't want to drop your rages outside of the base just to get the loons in there faster. You want to drop them in the base on top of defenses, because that's what's going to take out. That's how you're going to just rush through a base with balloons. If you just drop your rages outside of the base because you're like, oh, I want to get them in the base fast, it's not going to work out well, because they're going to slow down once they're in the core, and that's when they're going to take all the damage. So again, this base is taken out pretty easy. We got some harder ones coming up. All right, let's go to number 10. Again, heroes. Look at the levels. Level 9 king, level 8 queen. This is an attack anyone can do. So again, the lineup is 30 balloons, 5 minions, 2 lava hounds, 1 max lava hound in the CC, 4 rages, 1 poison, and a max skeleton spell in the CC. So 3 loons to pull. And usually when you have witches, it's kind of a problem because they don't go down as easy with your low level heroes. They just don't have enough power to like make it through all those skeletons. If you have a higher level poison, you can take them out on the way to you while they're walking through it, but I'm only using level 1 here, so I don't really have that. Fortunately, my heroes were able to make it through and get what they needed. So again, rotational deployment, dropping a hound, dropping loons behind defenses all near it, drop another hound, drop the loons behind it, drop the third hound, drop the loons behind it. Once your balloons or hound get to the queen, drop the skeleton spell on them. Rage, you want to drop the rage in a place where you get the most defenses, where it covers the most defenses. It's gonna just take out everything. So again, look how many balloons I got left for cleanup. I got 5 minions just to spread around to help out just in case, because sometimes you can be a little low on pups when you're only bringing 3. But this attack is really, really easy. All you have to do is get some practice on that deployment. Alright, we're going to go up to 9, and this is going to be the last one. And then I got a bonus for you. I just 3-starred near max Town Hall 11 in War, so I'll go ahead and show you that too. I was very, very happy. So here I'm just trying to clean up on some of those outside buildings while I'm pulling the CC, so I dropped a few more loons because it was that defense didn't have anything covering it. So again, dropping the poison. Using the heroes to take out the CC troops. That is your big goal. Don't worry about the queen. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about getting an air defense. Just use them. Just pull the CC, kill the CC troops. And then you're just going to deploy a loon or deploy a hound, deploy some loons behind them. Deploy another hound, deploy some loons behind them. And this one, I kind of like, instead of doing a rotational, I came back from the other side and hit it just because of how the base was designed in kind of like a really large, like a diamond shape. I wanted everyone to land on the queen. I didn't want to like have to go over the queen and then come back around to the south. So take a look at the base, and if the air defenses are lined up in such a way where you think you don't want to do a rotation, like you can't take out a segment, especially those wide spread out bases, this is what you want to do. So again, took out everything, used the skeleton spell on the queen. She dropped, put minions on the back side because there's nothing there for cleanup, and then just wait. Loons are just going to take out, and then it's cleanup. That's it, guys. It's that easy. Of course, you're going to fail every now and then. I failed a few times, especially on some higher bases, but for low-level heroes and to be able to take out half the Town Hall 9s in our wars has been a huge help. I mean, you can just look at our log. We've been doing pretty bad here. So currently, this last one, I put in my guys, and we won. Other than that, we've been doing really bad. So, and the problem is we can't take out all the 9s. So this has been a huge help. And let's go back to the current war. And currently we're up right now. It's going to be a close one. They 3-starred one of our 11s. We're going to hope Sabretooth can defend against a 3-star. They're probably going to get 2. So it's going to come down to either a tie or we're going to win by 1, I would say. But I was able to get a 3-star on their number 1. So let's take a look at that. Again, it's actually, I'm using the same attack. This is the same attack, but just a Town Hall 11 version. So I'm taking the 30 balloons. I got the 3 lava hounds. I got 10 minions instead of 5, and I got 5 wall breakers just to break in. But other than that, I'm bringing a skeleton spell. I got 3 haste, 2 rages, and a clone. The clone is the big one here. So when you want to do this at Town Hall 11, the clone spell, max clone spell, will really take care of you. So let's check it out. I'm going to drop my King and Queen by the CC just to pull them, and again taking out the CC troops. Now, since I have a max King and Queen here, my goal is to do a little bit more than take out the CC. I want to cut out a segment of this base to where my loons will funnel into the base. So Dragon went a little rogue there, or King did anyway, instead of going in, but it works out. Queen is able to cut out that segment like I wanted to, and then I'm just dropping a hound, dropping loons behind him. Now you want to drop your warden in your first group. So after you drop your first group of hound and loons, drop your warden, and the warden's just going to follow them, because everything's going to kind of group up. So your warden's going to go with them and kind of group up everything. Now once you get some loons to the core, drop your clone spell. Drop your clone spell and drop a rage. You want to get the most out of that clone spell and get as much defenses as possible with rage out, because you're adding what, 40 space, 8 balloons from a clone spell. You're adding 8 balloons in a single spot. I mean, they can do a lot of damage. So you drop your rages, and look, that's it. I mean, there's 2 groups of loons here, and there's only 1 wizard tower, so they can't take out both groups. Now, this base was a little bit easy because it had grounded bows, but I mean, you come up against bases that have grounded bows now, because ground attacks are pretty common. So when you see a base with grounded bows, this is a good idea to try if you have the hits left. Luckily, we were able to get all the Town Hall 11s 2-starred, and I was able to have both of my hits to go ahead and try for 3 stars. Now, I didn't get the last 3-star on another 11, and that's because it was a super fail of the clone spell. I missed it completely. So, but yeah, this attack felt really good, and it might help us win. But other than that, I mean, that's it, guys. Go ahead and give it a try. Let me know in the comments what you think, and it's time to clock out.